In the heart of ancient Israel, during a time of hardship and oppression under Philistine rule, a glimmer of hope emerged. A woman named Manoah and her husband, who remained unnamed in the scriptures, yearned for a child. They prayed for a miracle, a beacon of hope in their troubled land. One day, an angel appeared to Manoah's wife, bringing with him a divine message. She would give birth to a son destined for greatness. Their son, the angel proclaimed, would be a Nazarite from birth, set apart for God, and would begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines. The couple rejoiced at the news, their hearts swelling with gratitude and anticipation. The promise of a child, especially one chosen by God for such a crucial mission, filled them with a sense of purpose and hope. Little did they know their son's story would become a timeless tale of strength, betrayal, and ultimately, redemption. It's a story that continues to resonate with readers thousands of years later, reminding us of the enduring power of faith, the consequences of our choices, and the boundless nature of God's forgiveness. The angel's pronouncement came with specific instructions. Their son was to be a Nazarite from birth. This sacred vow, outlined in the book of Numbers, meant that Samson was to be set apart for God's service. The Nazarite vow entailed strict observances, including abstaining from wine and grapes, refraining from cutting their hair, and avoiding contact with the dead. These outward signs symbolized their inner dedication and separation to God. For Samson, the most recognizable symbol of his Nazarite vow was his uncut hair. It represented his special covenant with God, the source of his extraordinary strength. As long as he kept his hair uncut, he would be endowed with superhuman power, capable of feats that defied human limitations. This unique gift made Samson a formidable warrior, destined to lead his people to freedom. However, it also made him a target, drawing the attention of his enemies who sought to exploit his only weakness. As Samson grew, so did his strength and his reputation. He was a force to be reckoned with, feared by the Philistines, who kept his people under their oppressive rule. But Samson's heart, much like his strength, was a complex and often contradictory thing. He was drawn to the forbidden, captivated by the allure of the Philistine women, a fascination that would ultimately lead him down a treacherous path. One day Samson journeyed to the Philistine town of Timnah, his heart set on taking a Philistine woman as his wife. His parents, aware of the dangers posed by such a union, pleaded with him to reconsider. They urged him to choose a wife from among his own people, to honor the covenant and the purpose for which he was born. But Samson was stubborn, his desires often eclipsing his better judgment. He was determined to have the Philistine woman, driven by a potent mix of passion and a reckless disregard for the potential consequences. The wedding feast at Timnah was a lavish affair, a celebration of the unlikely union between Samson and the Philistine woman he had claimed as his bride. It was during this celebration that Samson, known for his enigmatic nature, posed a riddle to 30 Philistine men who were present as guests. The riddle, steeped in symbolism and wordplay, hinted at Samson's own dual nature, his strength veiled beneath a veneer of riddles and challenges. The Philistines, unable to solve the riddle themselves, resorted to treachery. They threatened Samson's new bride, coercing her into revealing the answer. Betrayed by the woman he had chosen, Samson's anger ignited. The flames of his fury, fueled by the injustice of the Philistines' actions, burned with an intensity that could only be quenched by vengeance. In retaliation, Samson attacked and killed 30 Philistine men, taking their garments as a gruesome prize. This act of violence marked a turning point in Samson's relationship with the Philistines, solidifying their animosity and setting the stage for a cycle of violence and retribution. As the sun sets, a fierce blaze ignites in the fields. The crackling of the flames fills the air and smoke billows upwards, painting the sky in shades of orange and red. Farmers and villagers rush to contain the fire, their faces etched with determination and worry. The fire spreads quickly, consuming everything in its path. Despite their efforts, the flames continue to rage, threatening to destroy the harvest and the livelihoods of many. It's a race against time as everyone bands together, hoping to save what they can before it's too late. In a moment of sheer rage and desperation, Samson seized the jawbone of a donkey. With an almost superhuman strength, he unleashed his fury upon his enemies, striking down 1,000 men. The ground was littered with the fallen, a testament to his wrath and power. Enter Delilah, a woman of captivating beauty and charm. Her allure was undeniable, and Samson found himself ensnared by her. Little did he know her intentions were far from pure. She sought the secret of his strength, a secret that could lead to his downfall. Trusting Delilah, Samson revealed the source of his might, his uncut hair, a symbol of his vow to God. But betrayal was swift. As he slept, Delilah called for the Philistines, who cut his hair and stripped him of his power. Samson awoke only to find himself weak and captured. Blinded and humiliated, Samson was brought to the temple of Dagon. Amidst the jeers and mockery, he prayed for one last burst of strength. With renewed resolve, he pushed against the pillars, bringing the temple down upon himself and his captors. In his final act, Samson found redemption, sacrificing himself to defeat his enemies.